Vortex. Alright, it looks like we're not live yet, but I guess that we're already recording. So, we're going to launch the Mordheim competition. Lots of competitions going at the moment. Nice and exciting. Really happy, and now we're live. So let's just move this out of the way, actually, so I can see chat, just in case. Though, well, when I think about it, I'll put chat on my phone. It's probably easier. So we're looking at Mordheim, and we have 5 human captains and 1 AI captain, unfortunately, for the moment. So if you do want to take part in this competition, I would very, very happily remove the last group, but you will be stuck with Sisters of Sigmar, just to let you know, because that's the last remaining faction. And let me just get this up with live chat. Should have probably done this before I started streaming, as usual. As usual, I'm not thinking ahead, so I apologize for that. Come on. Come on. So if you are in chat and watching the introduction here, there's actually a question I have for you, and also I would like to know, well, if you have any questions, etc. And it's now open, so good. So if you're in chat, please do say hello. I'll do my best to respond when I can, though for now, let's just launch it. Anyway, so let's have a look at, first of all, let's have a look at this. So, we have 6 factions taking part in this competition, and it is all already made and ready to go. I'm actually considering doing a round 6 for the top 2, where you get to play on a completely random map, on a completely random setting, and basically you can choose the winner once and for all based on the top 2. But let me know what you think about that later on. Though, to be honest, I'm quite happy as well just having it as a standard round-robin style, where we all just play each other once, and whoever wins, wins. So we have myself playing the Human Mercenaries. The team is here. I'll have a look at them in just a second. We have Urban Zorro, who is a very keen Mordheim player and a player that I've played against before, playing Cult of the Possessed. We have First and Only, who is a new coach, new captain, new everything to our world of inner gamers, and we're glad to have him here, and he's playing Skaven. Gengar returns from the ADEnglish Invitational Blood Bowl game to the Mordheim game as well with Vampires, as does Manasatra with the Witch Hunters, and for now we have an AI faction. They of course will be playing whatever you happen to face off against in the AI games, but Sisters of Sigmar is who they represent, so I'll keep them as Sisters of Sigmar for now. I've also added a thing where you can put your warband name, and you can also add your party build if you want, so I've put mine in here. Let's have a look at mine when we're at it. I'll go through everything else in just a second. So, my warband is here. We have Aiden, who is in charge, and let's have a look at what he has. He's got sword, shield, heavy armor, a pendant, and a bow, just to help him out there. My hero is a Youngblood. He also has a pendant, sword, shield, heavy armor, and his name is Miguel. We have Graham with heavy armor and a greatsword. I may also give him a 2-handed weapon, I haven't decided yet. We have a marksman called Lucian with light armor, a bow and a longsword. And Ghoul, exactly the same setup, but a mace instead of a sword. So that's the band that I've gone for. So going back to the document then, and saying what's going to happen. We're split into 5 rounds. I'll actually say that the first round starts today. So I'm tripping over my words a bit. In each round, as per the rules that are linked in the description of this video, by the way. So as for the round, you will get a map each week. So week 1, you have the map Marketplace, with the deployment dominating the market. I'll put the round turnover as, well, every week, I guess, but I'll keep the first week a little bit light just to, get us into it. So this week we have Manasatra's Witch Hunters taking on Urban Zorro's Cult of the Possessed. My Human Mercenaries take on Gengar's Vampires. Oh dear. First and Only Skaven, you've drawn the short straw, and you have the AI, unfortunately, so I'll explain what all that means in a minute. Round 2 has also been set up ready, as has round 3, round 4, and round 5. If you're part of the Discord, you can still edit things, so you can add your warband name and warband information if you want to. The table will be updated with wins, losses, and deaths to counteract any potential ties, basically. As a tiebreaker, the amount of deaths in the faction, whoever has the lowest, they will end up winning. I think that's the fairest way I can tiebreak, other than, well, basic tiebreak, if you are drawn with somebody and that person beats you in your own battle, then they of course go above, but if you happen to, well, that's it actually. I don't know why I need to make it more complex than that. I don't, do I? Nope, I'm thinking too hard about this. So, if you do have a tiebreak, whoever won the match between the two of you, you will be the top in the table. So, having a look at the rules very quickly then, because I'm not sure who's read them, let's go through them in chat. So, who will die today? Overview. Mordheim City the Damned doesn't get nearly enough love, but hey, there are people who play it, as are these 5 people, so let's bring us guys together. The system is simple. Each captain will lead one warband and compete against captains in something similar to a round robin. We have one captain for each race, so that's fine. All warbands must start as fresh, level 0. No previous battles, player versus player, or campaign, and exist only in this competition to keep it balanced. I prefer warbands to be announced prior to match, and all available to be seen in the accompanying Excel sheet, which I just showed you. If you can do that, that'd be great. And let AD know the results after the skirmish if I don't happen to catch it. I'll catch as many as I can though. Races have no specific limitations, but each warband must abide, well, they do actually, they have specific limitations below. But they don't have specific limitations to the specific race. But each warband must abide by... I didn't need to explain that. Okay. Warbands may not have taken part in any PvP, I've already said that. A player may use a warband of any race, including DLC races, undead and witch hunters. Henchmen, heroes, and hired swords with a cost of 0 gold coins may not be hired at any point. Very important. Don't take the 0 gold pieces, please, because we need to keep the gold kind of balanced. DLC heroes, Doomweaver, Poisonwind, Globadier, Smuggler, Wolf Priest of Ulrich, etc. with a cost of over 0 gold coins may be hired by any warband they are available for, but they can only have one roster at any one time. Existing warbands, so the 5 that are in here, can continue next season, and they will get their own special division, and hopefully will have a kind of pyramid system over time, though we'll see how popular it is. And all other aspects of warband development, character selection, blah blah blah, is up to you. You can do it as you want to. In match rules then, player versus player match settings are as follow. Winning conditions, extra objectives. I'll go through all this in a second actually. Matches versus the AI, which is applicable at the moment. This is the bit I want to talk to you about, but as far as I can tell, you can't actually add an AI to a skirmish, so I'll go through that in a second as well. A player may opt to voluntarily route their warband from a match after their warband has taken its first route test if the test is passed. Should the player choose not to route, they may only voluntarily route after their warband makes the next round test, etc, etc. There are no rules restricting the collection of items on the map, nor the looting of items from any enemy warbands, fallen warriors, or cart. So you can steal from each other. That's absolutely within the rules of the competition. That basically covers the rules, that basically covers the sign up and everything related there. I'm not going to link this in the description, but it is linked on my Discord if you do want to take a look. Hello whoever's in chat. If you are one of the Mordheim guys, then please let me know if you have any questions that you've missed since you joined. And talking about the actual matches then, let's start with if you're faced against the AI. As far as I can tell, when you choose a skirmish, you can't have a competitive skirmish against an AI opponent. So, if you're up against the AI, unfortunately, I think it means you're going to have to take a campaign match. You can take any of the 3 matches you want, and that'll be how we'll deal with the AI, I guess. One stipulation, you can't take the story missions, the big long missions, because that'll give you too much experience, but you can take a basic one where it's basically equal between yourself and the opponents. One thing I'll say, I won't allow you to send scouts to make it. You need to take one of the 3 that are already selected, I guess. I may change my mind about that rule though, but I'm making this one up as I go along, I'm afraid, because I found out you can't use AI in a skirmish. If you are PvP though, you'll go into a skirmish. And if you've never done this before, this is how it works. You go into contest, create game. Call it whatever you want, make it private, friends only, whatever. Private means that you have to invite your opponent. Friends only means that somebody can join on their own, and public of course means that literally anybody can join. It's important that you make sure that the minimum and maximum rating matches with your 2 factions, though to be honest I think 400 to 550 is going to be enough to cover most of us. I'm at 455 for example. And as you see, you can't change this in any way. I'm trying right now, and it doesn't work. Even if I select the map first, still can't change this setting. So here are the rules as you need to have them facing an opponent. Roaming monster as none for the first season. When we get higher in rank, I may add roaming monsters, so when we're in the intermediate ranks and when we're in the legendary ranks, then we'll think about them. But for now, no monster. Backtracking, 1. Turn timer, 150. Deployment timer, 150. Oops. Crowd threshold, 45%. So when you're setting this up, you need to have a look at your round. Find the map that you're playing on. So in this round, we are playing on Marketplace. So this is Quayside, Temple of Sigmar, Great Library, Marketplace. Okay. Gameplay will stick with, well, to be honest, I would suggest sticking with none. And then we have deployment, dominating the market, which is the first one, this type. They have been chosen completely randomly, by the way. Auto deploy off, ADEnglish. What is this actually? I see. You can set it more specifically. I would say set them both as random. And time of day, let's have also random, I guess. Yeah, let's also have random. Then we will add extra objectives, but random, random. Okay, and you don't have to complete the extra objectives, but you can potentially win this way. Invite your opponent, have your battle, tell me how it went. I hope that's clear enough. I think that's it. So if you have any further questions after watching this video, then please do let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. Let me know in Discord, probably the best way, or if you are in chat. Let's just have one last quick look before I leave. No, nothing in chat. So this is going to be the first one. It may have some teething problems. Sorry about that if it does. And we do still have the 1 slot for Sisters of Sigmar. If anybody still wants to sign up for Mordheim, please do let me know, because I prefer to have 6 humans than 5 humans and an AI, because the AI sucks. But that's, well, it doesn't suck actually, the AI is fine, but I mean, it's just, it sucks that we have AI in a competition. But we need to make up the numbers. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll leave this one here. Good luck, and have fun in your fights. Bye bye for now. Vortex.